for this video, I've decided to not wear clothes. Well, I mean, not wear actual clothes. Because technically I'm wearing a bikini, so whatever. Because I was laying out earlier and now I'm all burnt and unfortunate and it's just a bad time. But I have decided to make this video about the fact that nudists have it right. Because who the hell wants to wear clothes ever? It's such a frustrating thing to have to wake up every morning and be like, what do I have to wear today that the social world will accept me for the way that I'm dressed? Or, what if I want to go make a statement? Wow, everything just got really bright. And now it's darkening again. And then there are people that are like, well, I just want to show off my entire body. It's like you might as well be naked at this point if you're going to have your tits flopping about everywhere and you're going to have your ass cheeks hanging out of your shorts or whatever. So I just don't really see the point in it, and nudists have it right with celebrating the fact that everyone's body is different and that everyone has different features about their body that makes them perfect. Because perfection is found within the flaws, and that's just how I feel about the world. So I just think that, in a way, nudists have it right in the belief that everyone has their own perfect body because everyone is beautiful in their own way, and I sincerely believe that, and if I could be a nudist, I would, if there were any nudist colonies around here. And even though I'm uncomfortable with my body, I just feel like around those people who see the beauty in each other, I would feel more comfortable with being myself, whereas in this society, I feel less comfortable because the clothes I wear may not show off my best features, or they may not be, my boobs may not be big enough because, girls with giant tits flopping everywhere are just perfect, and, girls with big round asses are perfect, too. So, I don't know. I mean, I'll show off my ass, I'm fine with that, but, the rest of my body, I'm very uncomfortable with. So, I feel like I have to wear clothes that conceal my body when I should be celebrating the fact that I'm different from everyone else, and I don't know. So that's just how I feel about that topic in general. But I wanted to go on about other topics about beliefs of what people believe in. So I wanted to talk about pacifism, and I also wanted to talk about the opposite of pacifism, which I actually don't even know. So, I'll touch on both topics. But to be a pacifist, which I like to believe in pacifism, which is why I'm talking about it, as much as I believe in nudism, I believe that no fight should be started by an individual unless there is an absolute valid reason that can be proved and proved again, and there's no doubt about it that, hey, this needs to be, talked about, I don't believe that anyone should want to cause war to another person because underneath we're all exactly the same. We're all made of the same bone structure and the same I can't even think about it. We're made of the same muscles, and we all have blood, and we all have hearts, and we all have lungs, and it's just, we're all the same deep down, but, no one wants to see this, and everyone wants to judge based on skin color, based on skin tone, based on where people are from, what they look like, how they talk. People are willing to fight someone else simply because they're black, or because they're Indian, because there's that racial slur about the fact that, hey, this kid's an Indian, well, he must be a fucking terrorist. Not everyone is like that, and it's so frustrating because there are all these fights breaking out because of that, and, you can't be, a specific kind of person and then talk about a different race without it turning into some kind of racial slur or you're being racist. I can't go out and, state something about a black person without me being racist. And it's just ridiculous that people want to start fights based upon simple words that shouldn't be hurting anyone. And I understand that words can hurt, but what are they more than just different tones of your voice? That's all words are. They're different ups and downs of your voice, and they're different pitches, and it's nothing more than something like air coming out of your body. So there's no point to be hurt by these words. There's no point to feel offended by these words coming out of other people's mouths who you don't even know and who shouldn't even be talking about you in these kinds of ways. And I believe in pacifism because why should you fight over nothing? I don't believe in war. I don't. And I will support the people that are over. I'm not saying that I don't support the people that are over there risking their lives to keep this country free, but what is even the point behind this fight? Like, I understand it stemmed out from a really long time ago, but does anyone know what they're fighting for at this point? Like, do they deep down have this specific burning passion that, oh, I want to kill these people because a long ass time ago something went wrong? And I might be wrong here. I might be all wrong, but I'm throwing my opinion out there because I want to be corrected if I'm wrong. And I want someone to talk about it with me because no one will. That's the thing. Everyone is willing to say these words and like openly express themselves, but no one's willing to listen to the other side of the story, and no one's willing to hear everyone else's opinion and say, hey, you know, I might be wrong about this, I don't know, because I like to believe my own opinion and that's it, you know? It's just such a frustrating topic to want to talk about these things, and I realize I veered off of the whole thing about pacifism, but I just don't understand the point in fighting or the point in getting hurt about certain words or like being that racial slur. That is what's frustrating. If you don't want people to define you based on your skin color, based on how you act, how you look, anything, don't be what they're describing you to be. And there are certain people that fit those stereotypes that do deserve to be called what they're being called. Like a person that is strapping bombs to their body and going to these cities and killing innocent people. Yeah, that's a terrorist. Like, if you're going to fit that stereotype, don't expect the rest of your people to not be stereotyped based upon your decisions. And, like, I could be called trashy right now because I'm not wearing clothing, and, you know, the fuck ever. You could call the rest of my family trashy. You could call everyone I know trashy because they're associated with me. But just because I'm fitting a certain stereotype doesn't mean the people around me have to fit that stereotype. And it's... I honestly don't know if anything I'm ranting about right now makes sense. And I'm just getting really frustrated because all of these people I know just get hurt by these words and like say I'm not who they think I am. Well, then why are you being what they're saying you are? Like, if you don't want to be called these things and you don't want to be called harsh terms, change yourself. Or show them that you're not that person, that you're not that stereotype. I know I personally have been called a slut, and it is because of my promiscuity, and I'm not afraid to admit that, because I do like to be with different people, and I don't like having relationships, and I have cheated on people before, and I am promiscuous, and, you know, I've changed myself around. I don't just go and fuck random guys anymore. I don't do those things because I don't like being called a slut, and I don't like being called a whore, because I don't do the things that people that are stereotyped as whores do. I don't show my body off, and I don't, like, I don't just hop on random guys and say, hey, let's fuck, you know? Like, it's a general easing into it, I guess. And it's just frustrating because people are willing to fit these stereotypes. And that's when you're going to get hurt, and that's when feelings are going to get hurt, and people are going to get hurt, and fights are going to start. Because if you don't like what you're being called, then don't be what people think you are. And I know people can't help it if they're being called ugly. There's nothing you can do about your physical appearances if someone doesn't believe that you're beautiful just the way you are. Because I may think some people are unattractive, but there is at least one good trait about every living person. Whether they're a big person, they could be the nicest person you've ever met. They could have the most beautiful eyes, the most beautiful hair. No one knows until you get to know someone, and that's why I don't think you should care about stereotypes and stereotype people before you meet them, because what's the point? And even if there are different stereotypes and there are different people, then why can't you get to know them? Open and broaden up your horizons with the friendships you have, because if you're not happy with the people you have now, broaden your horizons and make new friends. I have friends that think they're social outcasts because they don't have that many friends. Well, just because you don't have that many friends doesn't mean you're a social outcast. It means people aren't giving you the opportunities that you deserve to be, like, to express yourself in the correct ways so that people, like, understand. I've basically covered a lot of topics right here. And I'm not sure if half of the things I say make sense because my mind is a jumbled mess at all times. But I just needed to get some things off my chest. And this is basically where I do these things because I don't have anywhere to talk about, and I don't have people to talk to them about, and the people I am friends with don't want to listen. And it's a very tough thing when you have things you want to talk about, but no one that wants to talk about them with you. Because no one I know wants to talk about the social stereotyping and social classifications of people and racism, because everyone believes it's wrong and believes I'm a racist because I don't understand different ethnicities, and I want to know about them, and I'm gonna ask stupid questions because I don't know the answers to them, and I'm not gonna base my opinion or what I don't know off of what other people are saying. I didn't know black people could get sunburnt. I didn't know. And I asked one of my black friends, like, hey, can you get a sunburn? Because I honestly don't know that black people can get sunburns. And I just don't have a clue when it comes to other people, and I like to educate myself based upon my not knowing. So, I mean, I guess I'm done with my rant, because I'm focusing more on myself at this point, and my being. I don't even know at this point. But I'm going to end this video because it is way too long right now, and I am tired. So, I mean, I just feel that everyone does have their own opinions, and they should be heard, and other people should either argue with you or agree with you. Because I know I say pacifism is a good thing because arguments are worthless, but, like, it's not an argument if you're willing to talk it out with someone else and, like, open up your mind to new ideas and to new thoughts and opinions. And I believe that's what growing up is all about, is, like, opening your mind to these new things that you don't know about and, like, figuring out new things. And so that's where I am at this point and where I have been stuck. So, I don't know if you guys have anything to say. I don't really know if what I'm saying is correct or wrong or anything. So, this has been a great time, and I'm sorry for the fact that I didn't feel like putting on clothing because I was laying out all day. But, you know, I do what I can. So, I will make a new update video soon enough, and I will get back to weird topics and not be so serious all the time. So, either subscribe, leave a comment, like, dislike, tell me I'm wrong, tell me I'm an asshole, tell me I am a hypocrite and a douchebag, or talk to me about these things, because there's always something to learn and there's always something to be conversing with everyone about. So, have an awesome night, and tomorrow's the last day of school for a lot of people, so have an awesome last day of school, enjoy yourself. For those of you moving up into new schools, like to the high school, you know, congratulations. And high school is one of the best things that will ever happen to you, honestly. I mean, it's like the best part of your life. So, I'll touch base on that another time. Anyway, have an awesome night, and I will see you guys later. And peace out, dogs.